What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvidia, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm also going to break down what happened with some news involving Cathie Wood, who bought a lot of Tesla shares last week. I think you get a very, very good chance to talk about that. So I want to break down more details about that. But before I begin to delve all this information, before I get into any more details about Cathie Wood and Tesla's price action, let me just say a couple of things. I am firstly not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo, the link down below, and deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Put in $1,000, you're guaranteed up to 15 free stocks. Anyways, for the market, guys, on our economic calendar at 11:30 a.m., we have the 3-month and 6-month bill auctions coming out, so watch for volatility at those times. Besides that, let's talk about some news and break down Tesla. Tesla's trying to break some key resistance at this 172 area. If we hold above this, our next target's all the way up towards 175, in my opinion. So far, it's holding up very well, trying to push, and I see a lot of potential in the share price. Now, when it comes to economic data, this may not affect Tesla as much as it affects the entire market. But I do want to mention a couple of things about Cathie Wood. So last week, basically, Cathie Wood went on a shopping spree and she ended up buying another $35 million worth of Tesla stock last week, basically. This news came out like Friday night, so I didn't really get a chance to talk about this. I should have talked about this yesterday, but I didn't end up doing that, so I do apologize about that. But it's okay because this is still good news for Tesla. She continued to buy the dip, and she's still a big Tesla bull, remaining very convicted in Tesla's fundamentals. These are the top 10 holdings of the ARK Invest ETF. And you guys could see that Coinbase is the number one holding with a 10.58% weight. Tesla is number two with a 7.68% weight. Tesla is still a big one. It's their second biggest weight, and that's actually good news for Tesla, considering that Cathie Wood bought the dip again. Now, for Tesla, they're hiking prices on all Model Y vehicles. I went over more details about this in the morning, so I'm not going to talk as much about this, but this is part of why Tesla's actually pumping the way it is. So with that happening, with technicals, not to mention, it trying to react positively to this news, right? This is good news for Tesla. Got a nice double bottom formation, and we're gonna be watching to see how well we can hold above 172. If we lose this, there is a risk of it returning to the 171.2 area, which is basically this line here. So this red line right here is the 200 EMA. 171.2 is going to come back if we lose 172. And if we lose that 170, then 168 are basically coming. So we have 170 and 168 all the way here if we lose that. For 172, watch that as resistance. If we do hold above this, we'll be looking for a push towards 173, excuse me, 173.75 and 175. But I think 175 will come if we continue to get a clean break above 172. So far, so good from Tesla's trying to show some life, but we have to see how it reacts to 172. Break this, and our next target's all the way up here. So far, the chart's been doing very, very well. Now, be very careful if you're just barely entering positions right here. Be very, very careful. I wouldn't have entered way up here. I would have entered like way down here. Or you also had another opportunity in the morning to enter, but when you enter, for trading and stuff, you don't want to be entering way too late. You want to be catching nice dips to go long. And those are just some very, very good examples. So we'll just have to see how Tesla does. So far, so good. But watch resistance at 172. We'll hope Tesla tries to break past that. For SPY, we're kind of shuffling in the 515s for now. We'll have to see if SPY can try to break this or not. If it breaks 515.5, we could push all the way up to 516.5, then 517. If we reject off 515, we end up losing that. We're going to be looking for a move all the way down to 513.5 and eventually 512. So watch the 515 area. We're kind of shuffling up here. We'll have to see how things go for the time being. But as of right now, it's still holding up very well. So just watch resistance on SPY. Same thing with the QQQ. I'm going to be watching this resistance just to see how it does. We managed to hit 441. We're kind of struggling up there. If we break 441, watch 442, then eventually 444. And if we turn back down, we're going to be watching this thing return to about 438 if we lose 440. Otherwise, we're just shuffling in 440 for now. Not bad from the QQQ, though. It still has potential to hold up, but watch resistance as things are getting kind of tighter. Onto Nvidia. Nvidia was trying to push very, very nicely, going up to 908. We're currently at 905, just trading sideways between 900 and 908. And now we're watching this resistance at 908. That's a very, very tight level. If we break this, 920 could come. And if we lose 900, we're going to be watching 892, then 885. We have a nice accumulation structure. I'd say overall, NVIDIA is doing well. But the thing is, we have the big events today in California. There's a very, very big event over there. There's an event involving their new GPUs. So we'll have to see how things go for them. And we're going to see Nvidia likely react a lot to that. So I think that's going to have a bigger effect on it. And what else is helping the market is Apple. I mentioned in my earlier video that if we broke 175, watch 177, that's where we're at right now, 177.5. If we break this, there's 178 and eventually 180 as our next target if we get above 178, of course. As of right now, however, 177.5 has been a tight resistance. Watch 176.5 below that, and then 175.75 and 175. Those are going to be our supports, but so far Apple is doing very, very well. Let's hope we try to break out, but I just want to warn you, resistance is very tight at 177. Anyways, guys, just for a couple more, I just want to mention that as of right now, SPY is shuffling at the 515 area. Tesla's also shuffling at 172, testing that as tight resistance. So we'll have to see how Tesla does, hoping that Tesla tries to break and hold above that. But for now, we'll just see. Tesla still has potential nonetheless. I'm also going to be looking at Super Micro right over here. Super Micro, in my opinion, is we're currently around 1042. If we lose 1042 as our support, I could see 1025 and then 1000. Resistance watch 1050 and 1070 above that. It is showing some weakness compared to Nvidia, so it could sink a little bit lower, so not looking the best. And then for Amazon and Apple, Amazon is currently at 176. If we try to break past 176.8, we could push even higher towards 178. And for Meta, if we try to push higher, we're going to be looking at the resistance right here at 493. If we break past this, there's 494, then eventually 500 next. But we're testing resistance at the 200 EMA at 493 to 494. So watch that very, very carefully. Anyways, that is it for the video. Hopefully this video was insightful. Let's see how Tesla does. Hoping this thing tries to hold above 172 and tries to break out more. But watch it just to be safe. And just know that we had some good news involving Cathie Wood and Tesla raising some prices. So with that being said, take care, guys. Do what you have to do. And I'll see you guys very, very soon on the next one. Oh, and one more thing I just wanted to mention. I forgot to mention this, but something else that's very important for the markets is Google. Google is very, very important right now because we got some bullish news about Gemini being established by into the iPhone software. So if that ends up being the case, that would be a really big catalyst, at least for Google. So looking at the share price for Google, I just want to mention that we've been on a big rip. This is also helping the QQQ and others out there. So that's part of why the market's pumping. So with this rip on Google being up 7%, that's leading tech right now. That's the big winner alongside Tesla. Tesla's up 5%, but we'll have to see how it does. So I'm still hoping Tesla gets a breakout anyways. All right, guys, so that's it for the video. I'll be back in a couple of hours. So while I'm gone, this 3-month and 6-month bill auction report is going to come out. So expect a big move at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then once this comes out, we'll see if this causes the market to shift or not. And we'll just be very patient. So we only have about 36 minutes until the news is out. But with that being said, thank you for listening. Have a great day and peace out.